what it is, what it was, and what it will be. This your boy GJ16. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about the Razorbacks and some things SEC. Today, I want to talk about what happened at the SEC Media Day. Some of the things that Sam did good. I'm going to play a little bit of it. And how I feel about Eli Drinkwitz, the Missouri head coach. Let's talk about it.
50 up and 50 down, I be wearing everything. 20 on it, 20 round, 24s on everything.
Hear we. What did they even use that for? Hear we. Anyway, guys, SEC Media Day. This is Sam Pittman first media week, SEC Media Week, ever going to one, and he did good, man. I like the fact that he joked around. I like the compliment that he gave. How you feel about Arkansas, where we at? He feel like we're really gonna be a good team this year. He threw me off a little bit with the whole senior and super senior, because I'm like, what is a super senior? Like, do we have a couple seniors on the team that's finna up their stats and become like Super Saiyan? My mind was going like Super Saiyan. Like they did so good this off season, this summer, and building up their body and learning new techniques and just wowing you that much that they become Super Saiyans. But these super seniors found out that super seniors are just seniors who came back during the COVID year. You have seniors that are seniors this year, and then seniors that came back from the COVID senior year. So that's what a super senior is. It ain't that they more special than the other seniors. It's just that they have an extra year. Now, it does give them more growth potential because now they have an extra year in the system. Man, dude, let me tell you, I'm excited, bro. I can't wait to football season. I can't wait to give y'all my win-loss for the Hogs this year. My prediction is better than most people you'll see. Man, I just can't wait. Sam he got me excited about, somebody call it. He got me excited about football, man. I'm going to play a little bit of his clip right now.
David Basil with 103.7 The Buzz. You know, there's an old saying, I believe it, that a team takes on the personality of its head coach. I always felt that way when I played. If that's true, what kind of personality is this Razorback team going to have this year?
Well, I hope they're very confident, talk with their pads. There's no reason to say a lot of things that can't let my butt override my mouth. If you want to get something done, you got to go physically do it. You got to go take it. The only way you can win, the only way you have a chance to win is play hard. That's the only way you have a chance. Then you have to be knowledgeable. You have to be unafraid. You have to be all those things. But I guess the most thing is that I believe I'm at the University of damn Arkansas, and is the best university in the country, and that's what I want them to believe. And if they do that, then they're going to go out there and play hard.
Coach, we'll go right down here in the center to Scott.
Hey, Sam. Scott Rappley from the Baton Rouge Advocate. I walk every day. I'm not too svelte yet either, but, you know, I'm glad you're out there doing it. I see you've been coaching for well over 30 years. The last year and a half, what's it been like to try to stay relevant as a coach and current with all the change? Have you ever seen more change in a short period of time as a coach, and how do you try to stay, on top of your game, as it were?
Well, that's difficult, because I'm a big guy. I am who I am, but you have to stay relevant, and it's difficult. I don't have. I've got an Instagram account, but I don't know how to get on it. Twitter, I'm pretty good at Twitter. I don't tweet much, but I'm pretty good at reading, and so our assistant coaches, our young guys, they kind of teach me some of that stuff, a little bit more. And but to stay relevant, it's really just trying to find out from the kids what's important, and then if it's important to them, then it's damn sure important to me, and then that's when I learn the best.
Coach, we're going to go in the center section about midway back.
Blum, Columbia Daily Tribune. We talked to Missouri head coach Eli Drinkwitz earlier today, and when he was asked about the Texas-Oklahoma news, he preferred to say he preferred the rivalry with you guys and focusing on the one he currently has. How do you evaluate the state of the Missouri versus Arkansas rivalry, and what does it mean to have that game to your program every year?
I think it's a very good rivalry. Obviously we haven't been on the winning side of that in the last 5 years. I think the last time we beat Missouri was my last year at Arkansas as the offensive line coach. But certainly when Barry was the head coach over there, they beat Arkansas 4 times in a row. And so it's probably might be a little bit more of a rival for the people that are getting their butt kicked. I don't know. You'd have to ask Eli, but we've been getting ours done, and I love the fact that Missouri's close to us. Eli and I are good friends, but at the same time, we're very competitive as well. And I'm glad we look at it at Arkansas as Missouri as our number one rival.
We have time for 2 more. We'll start here in the front on the right-hand aisle. Trey.
Trey Biddy, Hog Sports. Coach, you mentioned some battles in the secondary, and we all know about Jalen Catalon and Monteric Brown, probably one of the more underrated players in the conference. I was curious if you could go into some detail on, where some of that competition is, who's involved, and maybe a young guy or a dark horse or something that might be emerging.
Brooks and Slusher, they're in there. And Slusher's kind of battling with some other areas, as well. Chavis is definitely in a battle with Joe, and Simeon Blair has got a battle as well going on with him. The 2 corners, Clark and Day, they certainly are in a battle, and of course Kyrie and Mo Brown. So I think if you go 1 and 2 deep, that's probably the most talented position that we have is the secondary. They're also very, very aggressive. In other words, they're great leaders. You don't have to worry about that group and their work ethic. Trent Gordon would also be a guy that certainly battling Blair and or Fouché and or Brooks. He's another guy that came in. So a lot of battles right there between those guys.
All right, Coach, we'll take one final.
Yeah. Sam did great, man. He got me ready for football, man. Bruh. But what I don't like about what he said, and what I totally disagree with Sam Pittman, is this comment that Missouri is Arkansas's biggest rival. Now, Sam, I don't know. I know for a fact that you said that maybe because Missouri was there that day and it was going to make you feel good. But I'm sorry. I disagree. And I don't know whether to play Eli part before I talk about this or not, or I'm just going to talk about it. I disagree for a few reasons. Actually, I totally disagree. For the fact that our biggest our biggest rival in the SEC is LSU, Texas A&M, and you can say Ole Miss. Those 3 teams, we throughout the years have been, what is it? How you want to say it? Has been our, I want to say, easily the best rivals of Arkansas. You go back to the time when Ole Miss, you think about the past backward with Hunter. Then you go to LSU, the mini battles for the boot. The days with your just many eras. You had Petrino era, you had Houston era with LSU. It's eras. I mean, you had many eras. Arkansas and LSU battled it out for the boot, and Arkansas won some, LSU won some. It's always been a close game. Not even that. You think about A&M now is a rivalry for Arkansas. All these four teams, Texas A&M, LSU is number one. Texas A&M may be a number two. Ole Miss, like, I just think those teams is just, heck, Missouri is less than a rival than Texas is. Texas used to be a big rival to Arkansas, and we're renewing that rivalry this year is great for the fan bases, especially for the old schools now, especially for the old schools. So it's like, Missouri, I'm sorry, you just is not. You know what? Now is the perfect time to play out Eli Drinkwitz, whatever the Missouri coach, or what he said. And I know they trying very hard to try to make this a realistic rival for what they call it, the battle line rivalry. Oh my God, no. You're not a rivalry of ours, bro. I don't care. This is something the doggone commissioner threw together, because you know what? I'm going to play this video right now, and then I'm going to talk later more about it.
Go in the center section again, over here right in front of us.
Hey, Coach, how you doing today? Gerard Hamilton, the Tuscaloosa News. Since joining the SEC, it doesn't seem like Mizzou really has a rivalry in the conference. If Oklahoma joins the SEC, would you be excited to kind of rekindle that rivalry?
I kind of like the rivalry we got with Arkansas. I mean, I don't remember the last time they beat us, so I kind of like that one. And the battle line rivalry, I mean, it's pretty good for us. So, Crud, I think we'll just keep that one right now. That's a good one. Respect Sam and everything he's doing with that program. He's obviously doing a tremendous job. I'm from the state, and so that makes it a little bit more special and a little added incentive. So I'm not going to speculate about anything. Just because y'all don't think it's a rivalry doesn't mean it ain't a rivalry. It means a whole heck of a lot to my household, and I know it means a whole heck of a lot to Barrett Bannister's household, and I know we like having that trophy at the end of the game. So I think we'll keep the one that the commissioner set for us.
Okay, we'll go in the center.
Just stop. Just stop, Eli. I know people want to say he's throwing fuel on the fire. Note it. Okay? Yes. You don't remember when we beat y'all. You only been there a year. Okay? You only been there the same amount of time as Sam Pittman being here at Arkansas. So just stop. Alright? We're not your rivals. You came into this conference, you didn't have any rivals in this conference, so they just said, oh, look at there. Missouri is right on top of Arkansas. There's a line there. Let's just make them a rival. That's exactly what happened. And anybody telling you different is a doggone lie. Missouri, if Missouri was Arkansas's rival, we would have been a rival when they was in the Big 12 before they moved to the SEC. Arkansas would have been a rival, but no. Who did we play out of the Big 12 the most when they was in the Big 12? It was Texas A&M, constant. Arkansas, Texas A&M. Arkansas, Texas. There was no Missouri, Arkansas bug crap until you got over here, and they had to find you a rival. Then they made up this bull crap with this battle line. There is no battle line. I don't care if you say, well, you're right, it's not a rival. You haven't beaten us. I don't care. It's been a long time since we beat Alabama, but if you don't consider Alabama our rival, we don't care. Like, I would like for Arkansas and Georgia to be a rival more than I was consider Missouri and Arkansas a rival. Man, wouldn't that be a great rivalry though? Arkansas and Georgia. That'll be dope, man. Having Georgia on the schedule every year will be painful in some aspect, but it's gonna keep us with the toughest schedule. I don't care, man. Like if we become good, it's gonna make their schedule tough as well. So this Missouri thing, man, you're not a rival. All y'all fans out there, all you Missouri fans, and all you ones that want to have their little back, I don't care what you say. We Arkansas people we want to feel what Trey Biddy said that our fan base is lukewarm towards the fact that that's a rival. You doggone right. And when we beat y'all this year, we still won't consider it a rival. It's just that we beat y'all. Then to shove it in Eli's face for saying that don't remember the last time we beat you. Get out of here. Why don't y'all be a rival? I don't know, a Vanderbilt. Be a rival to Tennessee. Be somebody else's rival. We got enough of them, okay? We got enough of rivals right now. We don't need no doggone made-up rival with no... And when in a few years ago when they did that, talking about, oh man, it irritated me. They put Missouri in the place of our Golden Boot with LSU. Man, that was tradition, man. And I don't appreciate what the commissioner of the SEC did there. What is it, Greg Schranke, whatever his name is, replacing the boot. Thanksgiving, the Friday before Thanksgiving, that Friday night is the battle for the boot. That was Arkansas sliding. They run, man. They always run and stuff just to accommodate Missouri with something. I mean, we still battle the boot, but it's on the 30 somewhere in there now. So, to conclude, get over yourself, Eli, okay? You still got a long way to go, just like Arkansas still building up and having a long way to go. It's okay not to have a rival in this conference until you establish it. Rivalries are not told they're rivalries. Rivalries are made on the field. And if you don't agree with that, that's on you. That's just what it will be. Peace.